Hi guys, welcome to the channel of love. Okay, you are going to have to tolerate today's reading because we have the maintenance guy outside again. I actually have put together some things. I know what we're talking about today. Well, I believe I know. I don't know how the cards are going to cover this one, but we're looking at like your kind of self-maintenance. How are you looking after you? We've got Donald here, and it's like, Donald, where's your trousers? Why do I want to say, Donald, where's your trousers? A topic we don't want to talk about when we let ourselves slip. Now, he stopped right outside. I know he isn't, he's just going extremely slow. Okay, well, I actually felt like today's energy was quite bushy. Bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. You can see Jasper there. Well, when I opened up the back door this morning, he really went out there with he was running, he was like trotting. Now, the backstory with Jasper, he hasn't been too great. You see him cleaning at the moment. And he really did let himself go. And I think he's going onto his cushion on the footstool. There he goes. And he's been getting really dirty. He hasn't been cleaning himself. And it was Emily that pointed this out to me. Maintenance. Now, we were actually wondering if he was coming towards his time of transition. And so we was a little bit like, okay, is he okay? He was starting to look a bit dirty. He wasn't looking after himself. Irritated, pulling out his hair. And yesterday, I noticed he was still kind of pulling out his hair a little bit, but he was looking cleaner. And this morning, he's got like this hop and this skip and this jump, and he went straight outside into the sunshine, and he started cleaning. I thought, that's interesting, he's cleaning. And then he come in, and as he's walking in, he's continuing to clean. He went for something to eat, carried on cleaning. I'm thinking, what's all this about? Well, yesterday, the word that came up, I was speaking to another divine feminine. And I can't remember how it came about, but the word smegma came up. Now, smegma. Let me read to you. Yes, we are talking about this. See, Donald, where's your trousers? Give them here. I mean, this is, I want to say, really about personal hygiene and letting ourselves go. And why do we let ourselves go? So, right outside, stop to listen. I've got up here people. Don't want to talk about this one, Lucy. Smegma. It is much more common under the foreskin if you're uncircumcised. The area under your foreskin normally needs lubrication from this mixture. When too much smegma builds up because you sweat a lot or don't wash your penis regularly, it can create smelly white chunks that can cause bacteria to grow. Listen, it's a topic, it's coming up. That's all I'm going to say about smegma. So, Donald, where's your trousers? Let's change it. How often are you changing your clothes? How often are you washing? Why would you not be washing? Why would you not be looking after yourself? And, well, it depends who you're around. If you're not attracted to someone, if you're trying to deter someone away from you, you might let yourself go, mightn't you, a bit? And I feel like the masculine energy, because we're talking about a penis, a smelly penis maybe. Listen, it's in the dictionary, it's a word. It exists. But why do we let ourselves get to that state? Because we're not loving ourselves, we're not caring about ourselves, and we're not wanting anyone else to come near us or love us. So, I felt as if Jasper was now cleaning up his act. That bloody time, boy! In his own way, cleaning himself up. So, we're going to the daily guidance from your angels. I actually wanted to use the tarot butcher. Okay, so that's that's what is kind of going through my mind at the moment. Neglecting yourself and your hygiene, Divine Masculines. Why? And the only real answer I can come up with is because you're not wanting to be loved. Okay, so it's 11:11. I feel like you're pretty disgusted with yourself, so I suppose a disgusted mind shows itself on the outside in a body that you also end up being quite disgusted with. Okay. I noticed my candle isn't on, and it was kind of like you've let your flame go out. Cleaning up your act here. There's a new partner on the scene, Divine Masculine. It's time to clean up your act. You can't go, like, near them, like with smelly bits, can you? No. If you're stuck in a karmic relationship, I don't believe that you're going to make any kind of effort. You would let yourself go. If you feel that you're trapped, you're going to let yourself go. You're not going to have any kind of confidence in yourself, in your appearance, and in your future. We've got the have confidence card here. One more. Two more. Reward yourself. Self-love, that is. Reward yourself. Come on, it's time to look after yourself now. And see only love. We have all the time in the world. You're too rushing around. You're really not looking after yourself. Nothing more, nothing less, only love. So it's time for you to focus on you and the love that you need to show towards yourself. Okay, what's the bottom of the deck? Let your past go. Not only is it affecting you internally, it's now showing on the exterior, on the outer. Okay. Let's use these Tarot Mucha cards. I feel like we might read from the book. I've got 4 cards here. 4 cards for the Emperor. And then we have the underlying energy. We'll deal with that after we've spoken here. A new partner. A chance meeting is no mistake. A chance meeting. So you've got to be ready, haven't you? At all times. I was actually kind of coaching with some younger guys yesterday. And this came up about making the effort. Like if somebody says, oh, let's take a photograph. And you go, no. Why are you saying no to having your photograph taken? I mean, people look at you all day long if you're out and about. You don't kind of walk around with a bag over your head, do you? A paper bag, hiding. We might have the mask, but are you kind of with me? And I was kind of saying to them, well, be ready. Be ready for the unexpected. When you get up in the morning, choose your clothes that you're going to wear. Think about them the night before. Put some aftershave on. It really does make you feel good. Like to splash some aftershave with women with perfume. It's nice. It's like put some aftershave on and make sure you give it a good smell. Okay? Like smell your clothes. You could be able to smell it. And it would just kind of, I won't say rejuvenate you. You need to find, maybe buy yourself some aftershave if you don't wear aftershave. A smell that makes you feel fresh and alive and confident. Positive. Uplift yourself. Do your hair. Have a shave. Trim your beard. Trim your pubes if they need trimming. Clear out your belly button. Sort the toenails out. Sort the fingernails out if you've got longer nails. Dirty nails, not good. Not good. Not attractive. So we've got a new partner here. A chance meeting is no mistake. So you best be ready. It is divinely orchestrated as a catalyst to set the wheels in motion for the fruition of your dreams. Pay careful attention to new people we send into your life. Be careful you're not going to attract some tramps into your life if you're tramping around. Okay, you will recognise them by your sense of familiarity, comfort and safety. Let's be two tramps together. Lady and the Tramp. Okay, this is getting even better now. You can smarten yourself up. Tramp did. Okay. Because he met a lady. Want to go out for dinner? Have some spaghetti. Okay, going in for the kiss. Your dental hygiene. Come on, it's important. Make sure you're flossing. That food gets stuck in them teeth. When was the last time you flossed? If you're well, no, that's a lie. I would say if you're a meat eater, definitely. Okay, but even with vegetables and salad, it gets stuck in there. Dental floss, that stuff stinks. You don't get it out of your mouth. Okay, brush your tongue. Polish up your act. Clean out your ears. Blow your nose every morning. Okay. Clear it out. Use some mouthwash. Guys, I'm serious. Because you're not comfortable. If you're approached by, what if you meet a lady and you're looking like a tramp? You're not going to feel comfortable. You're not going to feel safe if she wants to get up close and personal to you. Look at the whiteness here. Freshen yourself up, I'm saying. Donald, come here. Where's them trousers? How long have you been wearing them trousers for? Come on, a couple of days should do, really, the most. A week? 2 weeks? How about your pants? When did you last change your pants? How about your socks? Every day. New partner. Need to surrender. I think you have surrendered, but you've surrendered all of it. It's like, oh, can you even be bothered? Okay, the card of surrender. Let's read this with a new partner. Five of Swords. Hey Jasper, you still working on it? He is. He was eating and still cleaning. He's just doing his ears at the moment. A little snack. Are you trying to limit how much you eat? Little and often. That's what he's doing. He doesn't feel so sluggish when he eats little and often and keeps himself hydrated. A battle is concluded and the warriors think over their victory or defeat. The battle is concluded. It's over. It's time to start loving you now. Pick yourself back up. A battle is concluded and the warriors think over their victory or defeat. How did you come out of this looking a mess? Divine Feminine came out of this looking like a lady. Divine Masculine, you came out of here looking like a tramp. The knight who has prevailed gathers his spoils of war. The defeated men must decide their next step. To join with the former enemy, to journey back home, to strike out alone. Wow. Okay, let's have a look at these. 3 options. The defeated men must decide their next step. To join the former enemy. You're going to attract tramps. Not a lady, Divine Masculine. Okay. To journey back home, to your Divine Feminine, to yourself first, and then to your feminine, and to strike out alone. Not a care in the world, really. You don't really care. You just want to be alone, so no one's going to come near you anyway, like that. No one of a high calibre, like the Divine Feminine, like a lady. So I feel that it's you. Beautiful. Oh, there's 2 white butterflies out there. Okay. One shining really bright, and the other one's in the distance. Just catching up here. Okay. No war lasts forever, and when it is over, the world will have changed. And what's saying, so will you. How you deal with it determines your character. Have you let yourself go, or have you risen? Have you ascended through this journey? Well, I feel like today, the Divine Feminine, she's ascended. I feel that she's become more and more beautiful. Divine Masculine, I believe you may have let yourself slip. Okay? That's how you've handled it. The key idea is conquest through forceful action, defeat, gloating or plotting revenge, and life after wartime. Gloating or plotting revenge. I feel like one of the options was just to go it solo, alone, as if you don't ever want to get close to a feminine again. Feels here with the Pegasus. She's kind of saying, come closer. You're not sure. You have ascended. You just don't see your own beauty. This is to do with your confidence. So, have confidence. And as you can see, the Divine Feminine here, she's grooming herself. She's looking after herself. Moving forward does not necessarily require you to have confidence in yourself. Confidence in God is enough, along with knowing that God works through you and with you in all ways. Lean upon us if your confidence wavers, and we will buoy your courage and faith. I feel that's what this message is about today. You are God's perfect child. God has orchestrated all of this, including you becoming a tramp, okay, so that you can really get yourself out of your slump. You needed to go there so that, you know, it doesn't feel very comfortable, loving, safe and secure there. Oh, we're getting a card first? Okay. I felt like we were going to read that from the book, but maybe not. We didn't read the first one, did we? No. Not from the daily guidance. Okay, there's the card. You're hanging around here, look. What's interesting, you want to be like the Divine Feminine. You want to feel happy and attractive. You want this confidence to beam from you also. Your legs. I picked up, I saw the Divine Feminine's legs here. I noticed I put the card down. Your legs, you're mirroring. So you want to be like the Divine Feminine. Well, have you washed your feet? She's washing her feet. When was the last time you washed your feet? Let's see what the Hangman's doing here. I've got a bit congested. Suspended from the cross branch of a tree, the Hanged Man is amazed by beatific visions. So it's like as the Divine Masculine is dwelling on you, Divine Feminine, he's letting himself go. He seems to be putting all his attention on your beauty. I imagine you're getting more beautiful because that's how he sees you in his eyes, and he's kind of like, he's sent over his own beautifulness. Okay, well, the Divine Feminine has confidence. Okay, you can claim back your own beauty now. She's confident enough to know who she is. So, suspended from the cross branch of the tree, the Hanged Man is amazed by beatific visions. Radiance streams from his mind. Radiance streams from his mind as he perceives from this new perspective things he never imagined before. He is bound not as punishment, but to suspend him between the worlds and allow his consciousness to fly where it will. Grapevines twine upon the tree, a symbol of divine ecstasy. The Hanged Man has been overtaken by this ecstatic state and can only surrender to it. And that's the card of surrender. This is like, you better shape up. It's the Divine Feminine needs a man, and her heart is set on you. So, shape up. Okay. So the Hanged Man has been overtaken by this ecstatic state and can only surrender to it. Spiritual and prophetic messages. Prophetic. Pathetic, I was going to say. Spiritual and prophetic messages rush into his open mind. Are you calling yourself pathetic? What, because you let yourself slip? Don't worry about it. Pick yourself up. Let it go. Leave it in the past. Start anew, right now. Go comb the hair. Do anything. Small steps you need to take to get back to being you. The genuine you. Spiritual and prophetic messages rush into his open mind, taking him both deeper and higher than his mundane existence could ever know. Look at this, you're going higher than the feminine here. She's trying to raise you up, raise your spirits, lift you higher. Only when all control is handed over to the universe will, can this kind of enlightenment be achieved. Okay. You really do have to love the vessel that you've been given, you know. Otherwise you're not going to be able to use that vessel at its full potential. You know, you were sent in this vessel. You love the vessel first. Everything that you dislike about yourself, you love that, regardless. Okay? You start to love the things that you dislike about yourself. And as soon as you start to love the things just as they are, right now, watch how they change in your favour, because you chose to love them before the change happened. That's how it works. But there's not many that will actually truly love those things that they've been hating for years. Love them. Love that belly. Love that double chin. Love those saggy boobs. Even if you're a man, you have saggy boobs. Love it all. And then watch how your body adjusts to how you actually wanted it. All that what you was doing, you was putting your intention on how you was, how your body was, desiring to be another way, but really your attention was going on to that, the lack of, I'm not beautiful. Yes, you are beautiful. And then watch yourself evolve into that beauty that you've been craving to see in the mirror. It will come. Your body will change. You knew that anyway. Your body will change. Your body's not the same as what it was when you was 3, when you was 13, 28. Don't know why I'm saying these numbers, but hey. A new perspective, expanded consciousness, altered states of being, and the open mind. I've been trying to, and I think I've been succeeding, been trying to get the feminines who have curly hair to love their curly hair. Okay? To learn to love the things. This piece of advice here I'm giving you, I give so often to people like who I work with behind the scenes, with my own children, and it works. It absolutely works. With myself, learn to love the things, and I mean seriously, love the things that affect your confidence, okay, that make you feel insecure. Was it last week? It said, look for instability until you become secure. Okay. Reward yourself. You've been given a lot of yourself lately. I feel that either you're working a lot, you're too busy musing over your divine feminine that you don't have time to get yourself like showered or have a nice long soak in the bathtub. Put a face mask on, if you dare. I'm serious, look after yourself, look after your vessel. You've been given a lot of yourself lately and it's time for you to receive. Make the time to reward yourself in a meaningful way. This balance of giving and receiving is essential to keeping your energy, mood, and motivation at a conscientious high level. A conscientious high level. Reward yourself. Look after you. You're being told by the Divine Feminine. You're her gift. She doesn't want it to be all battered and tattered and And she doesn't want you to, no one wants to present a gift that's in like ripped packaging or battered box. We even know that when, you know, you kind of do the Christmas shopping and that, if there's, even with normal packaging, you're less likely to choose the tin that's dented. Okay, I don't. Always choose the tin that's dented because I'm like, well, no one else is going to choose it. And I don't ask for a discount or anything. It's just like, come on. Or the packaging it's packaging. So at the core, it doesn't matter, but it does matter, doesn't it? It does kind of matter to us. You want everything to be perfect. Yes! That was the instant reaction I got. Love. Love, love me do. You know I love you. I do love you, Jasper. I'll always be true. So please, love me do. Love me do. And the Divine Feminine's like, I do love you. Very much. I don't like it that you've let yourself slip. And like the Divine Masculine's like, yeah, but I've just been observing you and watching you, you beautiful thing. And it's like, well, it's time for you to put that effort onto yourself, Divine Masculine. See only love. No rush, because I sang, we have all the love in the world. The Divine Feminines have all the love in the world. You don't need to worry about the Divine Feminine. She's not going to let herself go. She can pick herself up. She has confidence in God that everything's in order. Okay? So she might have days where, you know, she might just want to just chill out. Doesn't want to wear makeup on Thursdays. And because who I am is enough. Who you are, is that enough, Divine Masculine? If not, then let's get back to the basics. See only love. Look past the seeming errors, mistakes and misunderstandings and see the love within each person, including yourself. Your resolute focus upon the love that underlies every situation brings about healing in undreamed of ways. Now it says here, focus upon the love that underlies every situation, and that's always our past. What's gone on in the past tends to underlie every situation that we go through. What's knocked our confidence, trying to regain that. Okay, so your resolute focus upon the love that underlies every situation brings about healing in undreamed of ways. It doesn't matter who the past you was, it matters who you decide to be right now. You need to mate with your own soul. New partner. Okay, spick and span. You don't have to be perfect, but you need to be good enough in your own eyes and in your own mind. See only love. Oh, we were going to read the love man who's jumping around. Why did we miss him out? Well, that's the card of love. Reward yourself. Do I have to do an inspection? Donald, where's your trousers? You're covering up here. It's got the lotus flower on here. Okay. Feels like you've just kind of been slouching around a lot under blankets or in bed. Okay, well, I feel like you get out of bed this morning. The waves crashed against the rocks. You've had enough of yourself. Okay, you're going to smarten yourself up. You're going to clean up your act. You're all fresh. It's like you get out of bed, you give a great big yawn. You're like, I'm going to take this on. I love me. Who do you love? It's like, well, I love my Divine Feminine, but I've got to take my focus off that and start to love me now. We're not going to put another card. We're going to have a look and see what the Page of Cups wants to say. Here's the Cups, Page of Cups. He's called the Knave because he's brave. Or he's got to deal with the navel. He's navel. You've got like belly button fluff. You've got toe jam. Bits of fluff stuck under your toenails from your socks. Okay, let your feet breathe. Seriously, take your socks off. Get them into some grass outside. Get out into nature barefoot. Okay. The Knave of Cups breaks free of emotional constraints. He is willing to risk being hurt and to take a stand for what he loves. The waves of emotion may batter at his foundations, but he will not be dismayed or discouraged. He is an innocent heart that has... Yes, he is an innocent heart that has not yet been broken. The lessons of loss have yet to be learned. This is interesting. Okay. You are breaking your own heart at the moment. The lessons of loss are yet to be learned because you need to get yourself out of this slump. You need to feel what it feels like when you feel that you're one hell of a sexy dude and you're just vibing inside and you know it. I'm sexy and I know it. That's the reward. Doesn't matter what anyone says. You've got to let all that past stuff go though. You've got to know your own worth. Okay. So he is an innocent heart that has not yet been broken. The lessons of loss have yet to be learned. Everything is felt as it is for the first time. I feel like you actually want to create a new partnership with your divine feminine. So it's like, okay, well, there's something I need to do then. Just smarten myself up a bit. Shouldn't take long. Shouldn't take more than a day. See, a couple of hours. Seriously, it's not. We're not talking about like a keep fit like regime or anything. This is just about just smartening up your act, having a wash, putting on some clean clothes, getting your hair tidied up, wherever that is, wherever that stands, if it's sticking out your nose or in your ears. Come on, stuff we all have. And everything is felt as if for the first time. All the bittersweet pleasures of life and love. And it was taking me to Lady and the Tramp. Okay. Going out on a date. If this card does not represent a person, it can mean a time of emotional renewal or spiritual cleansing. That's how you're looking at yourself. Okay, when you respect yourself, you're going to want to look nice. It's just a natural knock-on effect. Key ideas, raw emotions. We know Donald. Touchy subject. Learning about relationship and innocent expectations. Innocent, I know. Don't want anyone to get close, so we won't make an effort. But then that can go on for quite a while. You get into the habit of not making any effort with yourself. Okay. See only love. I'm looking at a chicken I've got over there. Oh, sorry, she's a hen. And she has like a black bead in her eye as eyes. But obviously there's going to be some string that goes through which is black. And I think the kind of beads come off so it's just left the string. But she has like a black eye. So dark circles under the eye. Try some cucumber. Do some research how you can help with the dark circles under your eyes. Okay, we've got, that's all that come up was, it's another thing that might bother you, dark circles under the eyes. See only love. Okay. Yeah, when you see only love, your whole face will change. You're going to have to love them circles first, aren't you? It is what it is. And then smile. I guarantee within a couple of days, those circles would have gone magically, disappeared. You have to try it though, guys, like genuinely try it. And if it takes longer than 2 days, it takes longer than 2 days. It takes as long as it takes your mind to start seeing things completely different. Okay, see only love. Divine feminines, what is your concern with the divine feminine? They're happy. It's only you, divine masculines, that aren't. It's not a cover-up job either. The divine feminines, if they've got like dark circles, they've got dark circles. If they've got what I would call a spot, and Sherry was like, is that a pimple? What we call a pimple. Yeah, if you've got a pimple, you've got a fucking pimple. There's no point being depressed about it. We all get pimples, we all get spots, we all have blemishes, we all get dark circles. So the divine feminines are absolutely fine. Really taking good care of themselves. Divine masculine. I actually believe that when we read this, I'm sure it says that that's a feminine out on the doorstep. I feel like this is a divine feminine saying she's outside, like this chapel here, and she's going to send you in for your spiritual cleansing. She's going to wait outside, it's like, please, Lord. Please help this man to find his self-worth, his self-confidence. You're going to come out of there looking like a shiny, brand new penny. See only love. When you choose to see only love, that starts with you first. You're too busy focusing on the beauty of your divine feminine. It's like draining you. The divine feminines have gone through this part where they were focusing on you, giving you all their attention, trying to boost you up, and they noticed like, oh, this is draining, this is detrimental to me. It's like I'm giving all that love that I'm showing my divine masculine. I need to turn it around and put all that on me. All of it. All the things that I'm envisioning for my divine masculine to be healthy, happy, smart, confident, yeah, beaming. It's like, I should be putting that all on me. Okay. Let's look at the Four of Wands. It's the 1111 card. Let me find the wands in here. Cups, discs. Oh, we want the discs in a moment. So here we are. They're the staves. The Four of Staves. 3 maidens prepare for a festival to mark a time of great joy. Such celebrations are vital to the human spirit, for they affirm that life is more than just day-to-day routine. You've got to be ready. You've got to be in the moment, guys. You don't like it when you walk past a mirror and you look at your reflection. Well, you need to adjust your view. If you're feminine and you feel more happier when you have makeup on, get up first thing and get the makeup on. Put on your clothes, do your hair, you're set up for the day. Then every time you get a glimpse of yourself in the mirror, okay, you're going to go, oh, pretty girl. It feels a lot better than walking past you with no makeup on. But like, you can save a day to not have any makeup on and feel completely happy and work on that day, admiring yourself in the mirror. Make sure you're putting perfume on, some lipstick. It makes, I can't even get that word out. Some nail varnish. Play with colour. Colours of the world, spiced up below. So 3 maidens prepare for a festival to mark a time of great joy. Such celebrations are vital to the human spirit, for they affirm that life is more than just day-to-day routine. When an achievement has been accomplished, a rite of passage is attained, or peace and harmony return after a time of trouble. We pause to celebrate. Make sure you're pausing in them mirrors, okay? It is important to create rituals that symbolise significant events. How about the significant event is you and your awakening to the wonderful self that you are. Something or someone is worthy of such a celebration now. Who do you think that is? The blessings of peace, celebration, remembrance through ritual and holiday festivals. Are you getting ready for Halloween? 'Cause this is Thriller. thriller night. Something evil's lurking in the dark. No, there's love. You're just looking at it completely. You're looking in all the dark places, all the shadows. Look to the lights. Okay, so I felt like this was the divine feminine here. Look how you're going to come out. Just love with these wings ready to fly. That's interesting because it picked up on three maidens. Who is this working on you? Well, there's feminines here working behind the scenes. Okay, let's read what this Five of Pentacles is. This is you going through the transition. The tramp. The trampy transition. Donald, you still got the hump with me? Donald, where's your trousers? Chilled to the bone and in despair, a starving beggar cries out to the heavens to come to her aid. I'm starving for love. It's like I feel like the divine feminine is so overfilled and overjoyed that she's starving to get her teeth into you, divine masculine. It's like, I don't think that you actually let her near you at the moment if depends what condition you're in. It's like she's like, come on, I'm starving. Sort it out. So chilled to the bone and in despair, a starving beggar cries out to the heavens to come to her aid. Please help him. Please allow him to see the light of day, the beauty that lies within him. Whatever the circumstances are that have brought her to this place, smegma, the sink of smegma, not the stink of smegma. Okay. Whatever the circumstances are that have brought her to this place, she no longer believes she can save herself and move through this time of trouble. She no longer believes she can save herself. She doesn't need to save herself anymore. She's saved. She has all the confidence of the world. Okay. And move through this time of trouble. Okay, so there is no troubling times. The troubling times is you, divine masculine. And yet help is very close if she will only open her eyes and see it. It's very close. Open your eyes. Open your eyes now. Warmth, light and sanctuary are hers for the taking. They're hers, divine masculine. You can take that. She doesn't really worry about what, you actually look like. She might worry about what you smell like. Okay, and you'll want to smarten yourself up for your divine feminine anyway. To the best of your ability, whatever that is at the moment, you can take a small step to make a change. Work on one of those pennies. And yet help is very close if she will only open her eyes to see it. Warmth, light and sanctuary are hers for the taking. Her prayer will be answered, and welcoming arms await her when she is ready to receive them. Okay, how's your divine feminine? She's probably not going to receive a tramp version of you. I imagine that she knows that you might have aged and that this journey would have taken a knock on your vessel. So I feel she's prepared for that. But to prepare for a tramp, that's not acceptable. That's down to just basic hygiene. Wow. Let's have a look at what the bottom of the deck is, because you've got to let your past go. It's time for you to be a new you. A brand new you. The burden of carting your past around has made you weary, dear one. Okay, it's understandable. It's time to set this burden down. Keep only the lessons and the love, and leave everything else behind. You don't want it or need it, and it's now gone. You don't want it, you don't need it, it's now gone. We've got a fresh you now. What was the bottom of the deck? She's going to keep that safe. It's like you do have to come correctly, Divine Masculine. She's keeping it all safe, though. It feels very much like the caterpillar. I felt like it was a cocoon of the caterpillar. And it's like you have to bloom, Divine Masculine. You've got to become that beautiful butterfly. It won't take much. It's all an inside job of how you view yourself. And then the outside will reflect that. Hermit. That's what happens when you're in hermitage. On an icy mountaintop, a hermit welcomes the solitude that illuminates. Your Divine Feminine is absolutely fine. I have to keep saying this. She's fine doing what she's doing. It's like you don't like that she's not affected like you are. Well, that's the yin to the yang, isn't it? Opposites, they attract. On an icy mountaintop, a hermit welcomes the solitude that illuminates. Withdrawn from the noise and rush of the world, she is in search of herself, without the distractions and opinions of others. Now, if you're walking around all trampy, there's a good chance that maybe you don't have a positive mental attitude. So she just wants to stay well away from that. That's just going to interfere with her progression. So she's not being rude. She's a cool cat. Okay? She's cool. The light within her lantern is six-pointed, symbolic of the union of the water of intuition and the fire of inspiration. This alchemy combines what is felt with what is known and leads to true wisdom. Another meaning for the six-pointed light is universal wisdom, mysteries that reach far beyond earthly limitations and into the cosmos. The hermit is a teacher of these cosmic mysteries for those who are willing to make the effort. Only the most sincere seeker will trek to her lofty hermitage. The light from her lantern shines through the darkness of ignorance to guide those who are ready to look within. Are you ready? Key ideas: universal wisdom, spiritual solitude, the illumined soul. Retreat into sanctuary. Wow, I think that the cards covered that really well. Smegma. What are we doing here? Oh, we're getting busy. Okay, you're working on it. Got 3 coins already. 2 in a basket, 1 under your arm. I feel like you're doing your washing. Change your bedding. When did you last change your bedding? Should really change your bedding once a week, really. How many hours? Work out how many hours are you in that bed. I'm not saying sleeping. Now clothes, you change them every couple of days because you've been in them. How many hours would you have been in that bed? Okay. 7 of Pentacles. We're going to have to read it because, oh, do you know what? Why? Oh, no. I thought I didn't get a card for See Only Love, but I did. It was Easter. Let's read this 7 of Pentacles. I'm going to actually get a Divine Feminine card. I knew I was going to be pulling a Divine Feminine card. I wasn't sure why, because then I thought we're talking about the masculine's personal hygiene. But it was kind of like, how is he viewing the Divine Feminine? What is the energy? Makes a bit more sense now. 7 of Pentacles. You ready? Okay. Collecting the harvest. I have this smell of garbage. It's trash that I can smell. My bin's empty. Well, it's empty enough to not smell of trash. And I haven't actually got the window open. It smells a bit like stinky cabbage. As it was 11:55, it's 11:56 now. There you go. There's another sink. Telephone's going. Take out the trash. Never leave a message. Okay. Take out the paper and the trash. Yakety yak, don't talk back. What are we going to? The Seven of Pentacles. Feel like you're getting a move on. Now I want to make sure we're on the Pentacles. Are we on the Pentacles? We're on the coins? We are. What? Discs. Discs. Put on some music. Oh my goodness. The music will do you wonders. Upbeat music. Music that makes you feel good. What's your feel good tune? Okay? Come on, we all have a tune. I'm going to say that mine is Sir Duke. Sir Duke? Stevie Wonder. Okay? What's your feel good tune? We have the Seven of Pentacles. There are times of celebration and momentous events in life, but much of our earthly path is made up of mundane moments. Daily work tasks, routines that sustain us, small steps towards larger goals. Making each day's work meaningful is the key to contentment. There is deep satisfaction to be found in doing what needs to be done. I love it. Reward yourself, and I was saying it's the reward you're going to feel after you've got yourself into shape. Okay? Remember, I'm not talking about your vessel, what size it is. You've got to love that right now. There's no point putting yourself on this massive diet. You're saying you don't love what you've got right now. This is about you loving what you have right now. What can you do with what you have now? You can smarten that up. Okay, start with that, and then you watch how everything else just transform. You're going to be pleased that you took this time to reward yourself. See, only love. Making each day's work meaningful is the key to contentment. There is a deep satisfaction to be found in doing what needs to be done. Patience and constant effort will bring great abundance in its proper time. Key ideas: patient labour, reward for hard work, grateful awareness of daily blessings. Bless yourself. Spit spot. Bless my soul, it's Mary Poppins. She'll get you in shape, won't she? Happiness, adventure, imagination. Okay, getting busy. Up you get. Let's get tidy, make the bed, put the clothes away, clean the room. Spit spot. Shall we look at the power of love? Let's have a look at the power of love. That force from above. And that's where you've been sent. It's like you're in the chapel. We're going to the chapel and we're gonna get married. Not looking like that, you're not, or smelling like that. Okay. Humility. You have developed the loving awareness that you and everyone else are the same, but on different paths. So your feminine is beaming, blooming. She's blooming, beautiful, okay? Humility. You are as well. You're just like kind of on different paths at the moment. You're taking the trampy approach. She's taking the beautiful, scenic route, okay? No, actually, you're taking the beautiful, scenic route, aren't you? But you're not the actual beauty. You're just observing as the tramp. And she's just in her natural element of beauty. You will meet. Humility. And you have to understand that you've taken a different route, and that's absolutely fine. But it's time to kind of recourse now yourself. So you have developed the loving awareness that you and everyone else are the same, but on different paths. Remember to acknowledge that no one is lesser or greater than you. Only some employ the tools of love compassion and acceptance to a lesser or greater extent. Yours is lesser, how you're how you employ the tools of love, compassion and acceptance, okay? You're employing them lesser than what the Divine Feminine is. She's employing them at a greater extent. Humility is one of life's most estimable qualities. Accepting others as fellow souls who only desire love and understanding and encouragement is the highest achievement of all. Learn not to compare yourself to others because you never really know what personal trials and obstacles they face. A humble soul does not come from a space of fear, but attempts to take chances on new ideas and experiences for the benefit of all. Ever grateful for today and enthusiastic about what tomorrow may bring, they naturally exhibit compassion and charity, deriving true joy from giving rather than receiving. When you live without self-importance and pride, shall we repeat that? When you live without self-importance and pride, you find it easy, that's interesting, to practice kindness. Are you being kind to yourself? Life doesn't revolve around only what you can do to succeed, but what you can do to help those on your path. With a humble spirit, you never need to compare yourself to another because you realise that it is our inherent uniqueness that teaches us about the world in which we live. Everyone has a purpose for being. I want to reread this part here. Life doesn't revolve around only what you can do to succeed. And I feel that that's actually what you've been doing. You've been putting your focus on the Divine Feminine, on what she can do to succeed. But I feel that you need to share that with yourself. What can you do to succeed? You're being extremely kind here to the Divine Feminine. I don't feel you're being kind at all to yourself. Life doesn't revolve around only what you can do to succeed, but what you can do to help those on your path. Okay. So when you live without self-importance and pride, you find it easy to practice kindness. So you find it easier to practice kindness and love towards your feminine than what you do yourself. That's what I'm picking up from that. Have we finished? Yes. Confusing. Wow. Yes, a little. It happens, doesn't it? Self-love. You realise that love of self is necessary to love another. Well, you seem to be loving another, the Divine Feminine. But for you to be able to truly love her, you need to love yourself. And that's what she's saying. Self-love. That's why she's taking you to the chapel. Do you know, it feels like you're going to Oz and then cleaning you up. That didn't take long, did it? They took Dorothy, the Tin Man, the Cowardly Lion, the Scarecrow, and Toto as well. I saw a little doggy that looked like Toto a couple of days ago. He's cute. I nearly ran into him. I come out of the shop and he was tied up outside. I was like, I'm so sorry, Toto. And I didn't see him. He was only little. Self-love. As the old saying goes, you can't love somebody else until you love yourself. And it's true. The most important goal you can achieve in this physical dimension is that of loving yourself unconditionally. And it's a tough one. There you go. It's a tough one. You are the very best person who knows your dark secrets, faults and shortcomings the best. That's why Donald's upset. It's like, seriously, do we need to talk about this? Yeah, we do. Well, you don't need to talk to people about it, do you? You can just clean up your act. You are the very best person who knows your dark secrets, faults and shortcomings the best. It's easy to see the good in other people because you don't know anyone but yourself inside and out. Do you really think that you are the only person you know who is not worthy of your love? Your soul is perfect. Your human shell is imperfect. And so is everyone else's. The quality of love you give out is only as good as the quality of love you have for yourself. So stop shortchanging the world by not loving yourself with the same intensity you do others. You've made mistakes, but you've learned from them. That's what progress and spiritual evolution are all about. Love your weaknesses as much as your strengths, because they are your teachers. This is an awesome reading. Shall we look at the Oracle of Shadows and Lights? How long have we been on for today? 1 hour, 1 minute and 20 seconds. I'm going to get this message and then I'm actually going to leave you with a postcard from Spirit because you're in their hands. Divine Masculine. There's 3 feminines, angelic feminines, that are sprucing you up. So let's see what the Oracle of Shadows and Light, okay, this one, would like to say. The Lady with the Bosch Egg, Ancient Wisdom. Now, this comes in exactly with the Divine Feminine, because it's a feminine here. She's keeping this safe. The Hermit. And it says that, I'm just going to reread a part of this, it's quite important. Card number 9. Only the most sincere seeker would trek to her lofty hermitage. The light from her lantern shines through the darkness of ignorance to guide those who are ready to look within. The key ideas is universal wisdom, spiritual solitude, the illumined soul, and retreat into sanctuary. And you have card number 31 that's come up. Lady with a Bosch Egg. About the lady. The Lady with the Bosch Egg, Lady and the Tramp, isn't it? I felt like this was like a bodged egg. So like a bad egg rather than being a good egg. Don't tell yourself that. Okay, is that what a bad egg would smell a bit though, wouldn't it? You're a good egg. The Lady with the Bosch Egg is the one in this lifetime who has been chosen to keep safe and sometimes keep secret deep esoteric knowledge. Not today, to resonate. Look, it was a time to address this. Throughout history's most troubled times, there have always been courageous beings ensuring that sacred knowledge was kept alive. Even though the world may burn and disasters befall humanity, the wars take down cities, there will always be those brave souls who take the knowledge represented by the Bosch Egg, camouflage it and keep it safe, so that at a later time, when the world is finally ready, we can all learn. The lady thinks, my town is on fire. The night sky is full of screams and smoke, and I have done what I can to safeguard this treasure from the sacred library. I will keep it safe, record its wisdom, and ensure that these truths stay alive for a future time. I hope that you understand the history of the knowledge you crave, and respect and acknowledge the freedom of the times you now live in, and do the work yourself. It may be that at some time you too will find my egg, and that you are the person chosen to speak of the knowledge others thought was lost. Or it may be that you too are a guardian of wisdom. If you are, know when to keep silent, know what to keep to yourself, and know that some secrets come to light at the right time. I bring you now the symbols of the alchemists, the secrets of the Gnostics, and the wisdom of the magicians and the witches and the herbalists, all saved for this time in this strange form of the egg. I saw a news report. There's apparently some kind of gases coming out of Venus. It's our neighbouring planet, apparently. And I don't know if they're toxic or smelly, but that flushed up. Because I've got the smell again of this, like, sewage. A stinky smell. Okay, coming from Venus, I believe. I don't know, do your own research. Anyway, it's the planet of the divine feminines, that's why I'm saying that. Earth to Mars, Earth to Mars. Okay. In comes Bruno. 'Cause you're amazing, just the way you are. The divination message. It may feel to you that you are receiving wisdom from ancient sources and that some of its energy may feel unfamiliar to you, even dark. It is likely that you are receiving messages from times when people like you, misfits and mystics, were oppressed and punished for their natural gifts. I'm just thinking of Donald being unhappy. It's like, listen, we know. We just know. Explore at this time something to do with the Renaissance. I think that's how you say it. Or medieval times. Maybe I need to research that more if I don't know how to pronounce it. Renaissance. Or medieval times, and understand that the knowledge you brought through to you, a very fortunate being living in very fortunate times. Okay. I feel like there's no reason for us to... We have the facilities to be able to keep ourselves clean and smelling good. We're not living back in the day. So keep it safe, learn all that you can, explore esoteric symbology, the history of magic and spirituality. And now know that while you are safe, you may wish to keep silent about certain practices. So that wasn't for me. This reading isn't for me. Well, that's good then. That's good. Doesn't matter to me, does it? I'm taking care of my own needs. I'm just like guiding you guys to do the same. Right, okay. So let's end on a postcard from Spirit. See what they want to say, but that didn't take long, did it, for them to get a message to you? Celebrate life. Celebrate good times. Come on. Dear you. Sorry, dearest you. Let's have a drink first. Dearest. That's what I can hear you muttering. Dearest. Not happy about certain topics being discussed. Well, let's talk about them. Dearest you, you have a unique purpose and destiny that only you can fulfill. But first, listen, I don't know what they're going to say, okay? But first, you need to know that destiny isn't a destination. You don't arrive at some special place where, poof, you're perfect and happy all the time. It's about establishing and firming up a commitment to a certain experience, whatever form that takes. Your soul knows what you need to experience. Your destiny is to be present to all of life's adventures, to discover your talents and full potential through allowing inspiration to lead you, and to risk standing apart from the crowd to listen to your soul. You are special as much as you are also, paradoxically, one with the world, individual yet part of a great whole. Both truths have led you to this moment where we are saying you are on the right track, even if your ego self doesn't see that. Listen to your soul, check in with spirit, and keep going. Spirit loves you, life loves you, and we love you. Do you know what's coming up? Mulan. Anyone that's seen the new Mulan film? Very well done. She got smelly. And actually, she did. She got smelly. She wasn't washing. Now, the reason that she wasn't washing is because she didn't want to give away that she was a feminine, so she couldn't wash with the other guys. But how it actually affected her, because she was hiding, even kind of like the lady who was like, we can say, the baddie, She even said to her, "You are not going to be able to tap into your power until you learn to love and show and express exactly who you are." And she was hiding behind a mask, wasn't she? Pretending to be a man because she felt that was the only way that she could gain her power. But look at how she was really sent to lead in the end, lead the army. So, Mulan. For the men. That's what I want to say, okay? And Moulin Rouge for the women. What happens to the voice for women? Let's leave it. Let's leave it there. Guys, have yourself, I believe it's Tuesday, have yourself a terrific Tuesday. And I'll catch up with you guys soon. Okay, take care. Much love. Bye for now. I forgot to pull a Divine Feminine card. I was putting away the cards and it was like, oh, I said I was going to pull a Divine Feminine card. Yes, we are. Okay, I need to find them. Where else are they? It was like, oh no, I'm not going to miss it out. Let's pull a card for the Divine Feminine. Okay. And I want to, well, I said I felt as if it was going to be the Divine Masculine who is, how he's viewing the Divine Feminine. Okay, seeing as he's viewing her in a very high regard, more than himself. Hopefully that's going to change though. And, but let's have a look and see what Divine Feminine card wants to come out. Just make this reading a bit longer. But I remember just before I started uploading, so I can attach it to the last video. And then I'll upload. Divine Feminine. Let's have a look at the energy. In Anna, the Queen of Heaven and Earth, I have nothing to hide. I see and accept all that I am. In Anna. Oh, I need to find out what page she's on. Okay. $202. You take the 0 out, going back to centre, and you've got a 22 there. 1111. Okay, let's read about in Anna. The Queen of Heaven and Earth. I have nothing to hide. I see and accept all that I am. In Anna represents the power that comes back to us when we accept and integrate our shadow. In Anna was the most prominent female deity in ancient, how do I say this? Mesopotamia. Mesopotamia. At the height of her worship, around the Uruk period of 4000 to 2000 BCE, temples and shrines dedicated to Inanna lined the Tigris and Euphrates rivers. Her name is Sumerian for Lady of Heaven. Her temples housed her priestesses, and they each would take a man to bed with them on the spring equinox to reenact the divine marriage, or Heros Gamos, between Inanna and her consort Dumuzi. Wow. These divine feminines here. Her temples housed her priestesses, and they would each take a man, their divine masculine, to bed with them on the spring equinox to reenact the divine marriage, or Heros Gamos, between Inanna and her consort Dumuzi. The Heros Gamos is an ancient ritual of uniting the opposites from within, the male and the female, the light and the dark, and most especially heaven and earth. This theme occurs in accounts of Inanna's descent into the underworld to find her sister. How do I pronounce her name? Ereshkigal. She must take off an article of clothing. Donald, where's your trousers? She must take off an article of clothing at each of the 7 gates so that when she finally reaches her sister, she is naked. I feel like that's you, divine masculine. And when Inanna ascends, so she does so with Ereshkigal's power. Wow. So I actually feel like Inanna, this is you, divine masculine, when it explained there. The theme occurs in accounts of Inanna's descent into the underworld to find her sister. And I feel that's you, Divine Masculine, okay? Descending into the underworld to find your Divine Feminine, your soul sister. Erishkigal, magical, okay, yeah, Erishkigal. Seriously, Lucy. Listen, they're just names. She must take off an article, I feel you must, Divine Masculine, take off an article of clothing at each of the 7 gates, so that when she finally reaches, or you finally reach your sister, you are naked. And then, Inanna ascends, she does so, and when Inanna ascends, she does so with Erishkigal's power. Fuck me, do we want to get the words out? Trying to make sense of it. So when your soul selects her card, Inanna goes into the depths of her own unconscious to merge with her twin sister self. She becomes more powerful because she is no longer using conscious psychic energy to keep her shadow or negative attributes hidden deep underground. She courageously descends and faces the aspects of herself that are hard to get to when she's fully dressed or clothed heavenly in the ego. Heavenly, heavily. Look like heavenly, it's heavily. Inanna is an invitation to get naked. She wants us to drop our defences. She wants us to see how holy and sacred it is to be vulnerable. As above, so below. This is an alchemical adage that suggests heaven and earth are not so separate. It suggests that within us, deep down in the dark cages where we place parts of ourselves, the truths that exist there also exist right here on the surface of our everyday lives. So if we are exerting great amounts of energy to keep from seeing our shadow, it is actually playing a large role in our conscious life. When we face what we think is dark or negative about us, and I mean really embrace it and see it for what it is, a beautiful broken place, that's a call for love, then we can emerge more whole. We can marry the light and dark aspects of our being. And in uniting with our twin sister from the depths, we can stop projecting her onto other women. We can see and own the hot mess we often are and not get sabotaged by it. The light must cast a shadow, and the high priestess is the one who gets called to love them both. Soul voice meditation. Can I love my shadow as much as my light? Oh, can I love myself as much as my divine feminine? Intention, I have nothing to hide. I see and accept all that I am. Wow. So I believe that actually in that case, it's you, divine masculine, trying to embody your divine feminine, your twin soul sister. That's beautiful. Right, I'm going to go now. Much love. Take care. Bye for now.